The whaling industry in Japan hails from ancient times and had a period of modernization around the year 1860. The excellent whale meat cutting techniques that have been used by the inhabitants in this area for centuries and have been kept and refined over the course of those centuries are what make this vocation unique. Have you ever pondered the manner in which they deal with the enormous creatures that inhabit the ocean? By watching the film, you will learn about the procedure of slaughtering big whales as well as some unusual tactics. For a very long time, whales have been regarded as a symbol of the strength, mystery, and majestic beauty that nature possesses. Whales are enormous creatures that rule the waters. Depending on the species, they can weigh anywhere from 135 kilograms to 190 tons, making them the largest animals that can be found in the ocean. Although whales are found all over the world, the majority of whale species prefer the cooler seas of the northern and southern hemispheres. When they are ready to mate, they go to the equator during this time. Whale hunting and consumption have been a long-standing custom in Japan, dating back more than 400 years. This practice is deeply rooted in the culture and beliefs of the people who live here. There is a large economic value associated with whale flesh because it is considered to be a high-class food. After the whale has been captured, it will be taken to the processing factory by means of specialized equipment that will drag it ashore following the capture. Careful execution of this technique is required in order to prevent any adverse effects on the quality of whale flesh. First things first, the whale will be washed with water in order to eliminate any dirt or pollutants that may be present on its skin. Because of its enormous size and thick skin, we will need to make use of a knife in order to remove the fish fins and tail in a professional and accurate manner. The next step is to remove the thick skin by making cuts around the belly, back, and all the way down to the tail. To avoid affecting the flesh that is contained within, peel the skin. After we have removed all of the thick layers of skin, we will then fillet the whale meat using procedures that require a high level of competence. In addition, the internal organs of the whale will be removed with great care throughout this period of time. In conclusion, once the filleting process is over, the head of the whale will also be eliminated. As soon as we have finished slaughtering the enormous whale, we will use a knife to cut the bits of meat and fish skin into smaller pieces. Not only will this make storage and shipping easier, but it will also make consuming more convenient. When it comes to eating whale meat, sashimi is one of the most popular methods to do it. When it comes to creating sashimi, onome is the rarest and most desirable type of flesh to use. The slices are textured and have a thickness of 1 centimeter, which results in a soft texture that is comparable to tuna but has a flavor that is more peculiar. It is typically served with wasabi and soy sauce, just like the majority of sashimi do. Taken in, the onome pieces are delicately cooked over charcoal or with a torch to create a unique flavor in this dish, which is similar to sashimi but has a different flavor profile. By undergoing this process, not only is the scent enhanced, but the suppleness of the whale meat is also maintained. Ginger, garlic, and green onions are frequently used in the preparation of this dish, which results in a flavor that is both harmonic and appealing. On a regular basis, steaks and cutlets made from akaneniko meat are prepared by deep frying them. In addition to having fatty skin and a flavorful saltiness, the steak is grilled in the same manner as conventional beef. The cutlet that has been deep fried will be coated with a layer of flour, eggs, and panko breadcrumbs, which will result in a distinctively crunchy texture. Similar to the Japanese delicacy gyukatsu, which is a type of beef that is deep fried, whale is finest when it is cooked to a medium rare level. It is common practice to salt and smoke whale flesh from the lower jaw and belly in order to achieve the umami flavor that is characteristic of whale meat. Not only does this technique improve the flavor of the meat, but it also helps to preserve the inherent hardness of the meat. In order to create an appealing appearance, the meat is a vibrant shade of red on the exterior and a darker shade of red on the interior. The fat melts when the meat is grilled, which results in the flesh becoming more soft and succulent. It is said that whale meat has a flavor similar to that of beef, although it is more tender and fatty. There are a variety of flavor variations that can be found in whale meat, depending on the area. It is an excellent source of protein, has a minimal amount of saturated fat, and is rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which are beneficial to one's health. On the other hand, eating whale flesh can lead to the accumulation of pollutants in the body, which increases the risk of certain health problems. When it comes to knife skills, it takes experienced chefs in Japan decades to become proficient. In order for them to be able to create sashimi that is famous all over the world, that is an essential foundation. You know that whales have complex social structures and cultural behaviors. To begin with, giant whales are not only massive creatures, but also remarkably intelligent and social. Species like humpback whales and killer whales, orcas, are known to live in intricate social groups, often called pods. These pods exhibit distinct behaviors and even cultural traits, such as unique songs or vocal dialects that are passed down through generations. For instance, humpback whales sing complex songs that evolve over time and can spread across entire ocean basins, reflecting a form of cultural transmission not unlike human traditions. Moreover, giant whales are well known for their incredible migratory journeys. Many species, such as humpbacks, travel thousands of kilometers every year between feeding grounds in cold polar regions and breeding grounds in warmer tropical waters. In fact, their migrations are among the longest of any mammal on Earth, highlighting their stamina and navigational abilities across vast oceanic distances. In addition to their social complexity and migratory patterns, whales have also developed highly specialized feeding methods. A notable example is the humpback whale's bubble net feeding strategy, in which they create spirals of bubbles to trap fish before lunging upward to consume them. Meanwhile, baleen whales, like the blue whale, the largest animal on the planet, gulp massive amounts of seawater filled with krill, then filter it through their baleen plates to retain their tiny prey. Another extraordinary feature of certain whale species is their lifespan. Bowhead whales, for example, can live well over 100 years, with some individuals believed to be more than 200 years old. One such whale was even found with a 19th-century harpoon tip embedded in its body, providing astonishing evidence of its longevity. This makes whales among the longest living mammals known to science. Furthermore, giant whales contribute significantly to the health of marine ecosystems. Their nutrient-rich feces help fertilize phytoplankton, microscopic plants that form the foundation of the ocean's food web. These phytoplankton not only support countless marine species, but also absorb large amounts of carbon dioxide, playing a vital role in regulating the Earth's climate and reducing greenhouse gases. Equally fascinating is how whales use sound for communication and navigation. Some species produce vocalizations so powerful that they can travel hundreds of kilometers underwater. Blue whales, for example, emit calls up to 188 decibels, the loudest sound made by any animal on Earth. These vocalizations serve essential purposes, including coordinating movements, attracting mates, and warning of threats. In addition, several whale species have shown signs of altruism, even toward other species. There have been recorded cases where whales have protected seals or even humans from predators like sharks. Sperm whales, in particular, have been seen surrounding a diver and fending off a shark in what appeared to be a conscious act of defense, suggesting a deeper emotional intelligence that researchers are still trying to fully understand. Finally, whales' anatomy is filled with surprising adaptations designed for life in the ocean. For example, the southern right whale possesses the largest testicles in the animal kingdom, weighing up to 500 kilograms each, an adaptation that enhances reproductive success in competitive mating environments. Additionally, their streamlined bodies, thick layers of blubber, and highly developed lungs all contribute to their ability to dive deep and survive in extreme underwater conditions.